Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the very first ever NBA Awards on this channel. The NBA Awards are not happening this year due to the coronavirus, so we're having them on this channel. These are going to be my awards. This is going to be who I think deserves all these awards for the night, everywhere from MVP to Coach of the Year, all of them. Before we get into this show tonight, though, just make sure you go hit that sub button so you never miss any more updates or videos on this channel, and drop a like button because this is going to be absolutely amazing. So, I will say though, before we get into the awards tonight, we have to sing the national anthem, just like we always do. So, without further ado, Fergie! I'm just kidding, no one wants to hear that again. That was god awful. No. Okay, so, sorry Fergie. Okay, so, starting off the night, very first award, we're going with Coach of the Year. We're just going to get this out of the way. Personally, these three candidates, amazing work this year on the teams. Got three candidates here tonight, very worthy of winning this award. And we got, first off, Mike Budenholzer from the Milwaukee Bucks. We got Frank Vogel from the Los Angeles Lakers, and Nick Nurse from the Toronto Raptors. Mike Budenholzer had the best record in the league, 53-12, first in the Eastern Conference. Frank Vogel, 49-14, first in the Western Conference. Nick Nurse, 46-18 in the Eastern Conference. He was second. If you're basing it purely off record, like that's how they do it in 2K, at least, but this is not a virtual game, then they would typically give it to the person with the best record of the year. And as much as I would like to give it to my man Frank from the Lakers, I'm giving it to Mike Budenholzer. Best record, Mike, great year, great season. Personally, I think the Bucks would have had the best record in the NBA if the NBA would have continued, but sadly it didn't, and he still has the best record as of right now, though. Has 4 more wins than the Lakers, 2 less losses. Absolutely amazing season. Great coaching by all three, but Mike Budenholzer, Coach of the Year, in my opinion. Most improved player of the year. For this, man, I think it was very simple after looking at the stats. You know, I looked at the top 3 people who were the most who were the most improved this season. And that is between Brandon Ingram from the New Orleans Pelicans, Markelle Fultz from the Orlando Magic, and Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. Now, at first, if you're just thinking how they play, like you watch them play, it's a bit tough because you don't ever think about how many stats they're actually racking up. You just see how good they're playing for their teams. Like, man, you can look at Brandon Ingram, amazing night one night. Markelle Fultz going off. Bam Adebayo destroying everyone. But when it comes down to their stats, and this award has to be based off of stats because you have to improve from what you did last season to this season. Points-wise, Brandon Ingram, he went from 18.3 points to 24.3 points. He went up 6 points from last year. That's insane. It's a big jump. 6 points is a lot. Man, you're getting 6 more points for your team at night? Absolutely crazy. So, that's pretty good. Markelle Fultz, on the other hand, he went from 8.2 points to 12.1. So, less percentage. So, points-wise, he's not putting that more out for their team. He's improved a lot, though. And you got our boy Bam. He went from 8.9 points to 16.2 points. Ridiculous. So, if we're going off points, Bam wins. If we're going off rebounds, Bam also wins, man. He got 7.3 to 10.5. The rest of them are like... Markelle Fultz declined. And Brandon Ingram went up 1.2 rebounds per game. So, Bam's rebounds. And also, if you base it off of assists, Bam Adebayo takes the cake. He went up 2.2 to 5.1. So, this one was actually a pretty easy award to judge. And that is why I am giving Most Improved Player of the Year to the center from Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo. Next up, big award. Defensive Player of the Year. Our 3 candidates for the night are Anthony Davis, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Ben Simmons. Now, I will tell you right now, this is based off of blocks, steals, rebounds. And if we're coming off of blocks, Ben Simmons is the worst. He doesn't even average 1 a game. Anthony Davis, 2.4. Giannis, 1. So blocks, Anthony Davis is taking the cake. Steals, Ben Simmons is the leader in this, 2.1. Giannis has 1. Anthony Davis, 1.5. Going off rebounds, I also do rebounds for this because rebounds are important. AD is averaging 9.4. Giannis is averaging 13.7. And Ben Simmons is averaging 8.3. So they each get a category. But if you're looking at overall defensive player and how they performed this year and who has the most defensive presence, I'm very pleased to announce, from the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis has won Defensive Player of the Year. Not biased either. You know, I like AD. I love Giannis. I don't like Ben Simmons. But his stats weren't there to back him up anyway. So, basically, came down to the 2 players I really like. Anthony Davis, I feel like, has a better defensive presence, and he is a better player overall when it comes to the defensive scheme. So, congratulations to the Brow. Alright, we're coming down to our final 3 awards of the night, man. 6th Man of the Year. Got 3 candidates, man. We got Montrezl Harrell from the Los Angeles Clippers. Dennis Schroeder from the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the man who wins it every year, Lou Williams from the Los Angeles Clippers, man. He's getting so old, but yet he's always there to come off the bench and support his team. Now, if we're going off of points, man, Dennis Schroeder had the most out of all of them. Barely. They're all pretty close. 18.6, 18.7. Dennis Schroeder had 19. So, all right there, about the same. Rebounds. Montrezl Harrell took the cake when it comes to rebounds. 7.1. The other one had 3.1 and 3.6. So, if it's going off rebounds, Montrezl Harrell. And assists. 5.7 for Lou Will. 4.1 for Schroeder. And 1.7 for Montrezl Harrell. So, Lou Will took it. He's a guard. It's his job, though, so he's supposed to get assists. Now, this one was a tough decision for me because, you know, I had to analyze the stats. I went back and watched some highlights a little bit. And we're going based off of how each one of these people play and overall stats. After all my analyzation, the 6th Man of the Year, for the 70th time, Lou Williams. Lou had an amazing year. Overall, his game was just a little bit better than the other 2 candidates, and all of them had an amazing year. But Lou Williams, man, you just cannot stop winning this award, and you won it on this channel. So, congratulations to Lou Williams. In my opinion, these last 2 awards are the biggest awards in all of the NBA. It's the most looked forward to, it's the biggest talked about, and like most discussion around these 2 awards. So, Rookie of the Year. This one has a little bit of controversy around it because one of the candidates thinks they deserve it even though they do not. So, candidates are Ja Morant, Kendrick Nunn, and Zion Williamson. Now, as much as I would like to say Zion would win, you can't give it to him. He did not play a full season, and you can't base this award off of what ifs. You have to base it off of what's been done. So I'm saying right now, Zion's averaging 23.6 points a game, but he's not played as many games as these other 2 candidates. And I love you, Zion, but Zion, you did not get this award. I'm just saying that right now. So it's coming down between Ja Morant and Kendrick Nunn of the Miami Heat. Kendrick Nunn has been talking a lot of smack recently, saying, oh, my team's in the playoffs. We've been in the playoffs. We've been in the standings. I deserve it. We're holding it down. But he's not the only person on that team, so he's not doing it by himself. The Grizzlies are also in the playoff contention. They'd be the 8th seed if the NBA was continuing right now. If the playoffs started right now, Grizzlies would be the number 8 seed going against the Los Angeles Lakers. So, if you're going based off of pure stats, who does the most for their team? This one's obvious, man. You got to give it to Ja Morant. Memphis Grizzlies. Amazing year. Amazing year. Rookie out of Murray State. This dude is insane. He's going to have an amazing career. Injuries, hopefully they never happen to him. Ja Morant is absolutely a freak. Do I believe Zion would have won if he had played the entire season? After seeing what he had done this year? Yes. Yes, I do. I believe Zion Williamson could have won it this year easily, but he did not play a full year, so that's why you cannot give it to Zion Williamson. So, congratulations to Ja Morant. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the MVP award. Our three candidates: Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, and James Harden. This one is tough to judge. There could be some bias in it. There could be, just based off of pure stats, there could be so many things that factor into this. Just based off of who you like. And, yeah. James Harden is averaging 34.4 points a game. 6.4 rebounds, 7.4 assists. Giannis averaging almost 30 points. Almost 14 rebounds and almost 6 assists. And then you have LeBron averaging basically 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists. The first person eliminated from this award. And this is not biased. This is just because his overall game is not better than the other twos this season, I believe. And that is why James Harden has been eliminated. This is going to be between Giannis and LeBron. That's been the debate for I don't know how long now. Giannis and LeBron all season long going at it. MVP. Who's going to be? LeBron? Giannis. You have to think about some things. If one of them was not on their team, they wouldn't be winning. If we take LeBron off the Lakers or Giannis off the Bucks, their teams would not be nearly as successful. So they impact their team a lot. Giannis is more of a scorer. LeBron is a scorer, but he's also more of a facilitator. LeBron James is 35 years old, and he's still averaging 26 points and 11 assists a game in the season. Putting in the work. Giannis is young. Giannis won the MVP last year over James Harden. Averaging 30 points a game, 14 rebounds. That's insane. He was also in the running for Defensive Player of the Year this year. So, all that being said, my pick for the 2020 MVP, most valuable player in the NBA. Congratulations to LeBron James. People are going to say I'm biased. People are going to say he just chose it because he's a LeBron fan. No. Okay, partially. I believe LeBron is the best player in the world. That's not why I chose him for this award, though. I chose this award because he is 35 years old, averaging these numbers, and if you take him off his team, they're not doing anything. You take Giannis off the Bucks, yes, they won't win as many games. They won't be as dominant. But I feel like you have to give it to LeBron James. When he's pushing, he'll be 40 in a few years, and he's averaging these crazy numbers, and he's averaging close to Giannis's. There's just no going around it, man. You know, I could debate with people all day, Giannis and LeBron for MVP. Honestly, I could honestly see Giannis winning an MVP, and if he did, I would be mad. I just personally believe LeBron James should win the MVP this year. And if you guys have a problem with that, comment that down below. I want to hear all your opinions. So, that'll conclude the night's awards brought to you by EKSM. I'm your host, Evan Keaton. And just make sure to drop that like. Comment down below what's your guys' opinions on who you think should win the awards. Make sure to hit that sub button because you're not going to miss anything that comes at you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Good night.